Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a nice day. Before we begin the video, please subscribe and give the video a thumbs up. General Hospital spoilers claim the July 14 to 18, 2025 GH Wiki preview drops a jaw-dropping tease. Jason Morgan, Steve Burton, spots someone in a crowd who looks strikingly like Britt Westbourne, Kelly Thibaud, presumed dead since her January 2023 poisoning by Heather Weber's Ali Mills' deadly hook. With Thibaud's confirmed return, the fans are curious about whether GH will retcon Britt's past to reveal she survived. Perhaps through Dr. Liesl Obrecht's Kathleen Getty scientific scheming, or introduce a new twist, like a twin or doppelganger. As Jason's sighting stirs speculation, will fans embrace a rewrite of Britt's death, or cry foul over tampering with history? Jason's glimpse of a Britt lookalike, possibly in a bustling airport crowd, reignites questions about her fate, especially as Rocco Falconeri, Finn Francis Carr, is starting to dig into her role in his embryo theft saga. A retcon could reveal Liesl faked Britt's death, using medical trickery to save her, aligning with recent fan theories about her survival. Alternatively, a twin or new character tied to Sis Faison, Anders Hove, might explain the sighting. If Jason investigates, perhaps with Anna Devane's, Finola Hughes' help, will he uncover a revived Britt or a different twist that reshapes her legacy? Britt's death was a punch to the gut, and now the fans are split, with some cheering Britt's alive. Yes, and others grumbling, don't mess with her exit. I hate when the writers do this. A retcon risks alienating viewers who cherished her arc, but GH's history of bold rewrites, like past paternity shocks, suggests it could work. If Britt returns, her ties to Nina Reeves, Cynthia Watros, or Jason could stir drama, and she might even champion a return to the seat of Chief of Staff, ousting a blackmailed Dr. Portia Robinson, Brooke Kerr, and Bailey their Dr. Terry Randolph, Cassandra James. Will a rewrite breathe new life into Britt's story, or feel like a forced reboot that fans reject? Britt's comeback, whether as herself, a twin, or in flashbacks, could ripple through town rapidly, complicating Brooke Lynn Quartermain's Amanda Seton feud with Lulu Spencer, Alexa Heavens, and Rocco's search for answers. If Jason's sighting leads to truth, Carly Spencer, Laura Wright, might be drawn in, shaking family dynamics as she seeks to protect Jason and keep him on the back burner for herself, away from other love interests. It sounds like we're in store for a mind-blowing saga. Will a retcon of Britt's past bring her back to life, thrilling fans, or will it spark backlash for rewriting a beloved character's history? Britt Westbourne's resurrection could be the most shocking plot twist General Hospital has delivered in years if the current backstage buzz and subtle on-screen hints turn out to be true. The beloved and complicated doctor played by Kelly Thibaud met a tragic end during a violent encounter with the book killer, leaving fans heartbroken, and many viewers feeling the character was taken from the canvas far too soon. Now rumors are swirling that GH may be plotting an earth-shattering comeback, one that not only rewrites Britt's fate, but shakes up several existing storylines and opens doors to explosive new drama. Fans who have followed Britt's journey from cold-hearted schemer to compassionate heroine know that her death felt sudden and arguably unfinished, especially considering how far she had come in her redemption arc. Her relationships with Liesl Obrecht, Jason Morgan, Maxie Jones, and Austin Gatlin Holt were all gaining traction before her shocking demise, and many are now asking, could her death have been faked? Could Britt be alive and hiding, or worse yet held captive by someone with a sinister agenda? One of the biggest clues lies in the fact that Britt's body was seen, but never independently verified. Her death scene, while emotionally gut-wrenching, left just enough ambiguity for writers to walk it back without stretching the limits of soap logic. Britt was attacked during a time when Port Charles was under siege by the book killer, and the atmosphere was pure chaos. What if Britt's body was switched, or the medical records tampered with by someone in power? with access to hospital systems, her own mother, Liesl O'Bricht, who was once infamous for her morally grey choices, has gone nearly silent on the subject of Britt's legacy, perhaps out of guilt or perhaps because she knows something no one else does. Recent episodes have shown O'Bricht more reclusive and reflective than ever, and insiders say the writers are considering reigniting her story arc with a purpose that may center around a secret she's been keeping. If Britt is alive and being hidden to protect her from a larger threat, O'Bricht may be the one orchestrating it all. Another piece of the puzzle that has fans speculating is the sudden return of Victor Casadine's assets and accounts being traced across Europe. While Victor is dead, his impact is far from over. And it was Victor who initially entangled Britt in his Casadine schemes years ago. Some viewers believe that Britt may have discovered something about Victor's long-term plans before she was attacked, and to prevent her from speaking out she was silenced or removed. The Casadines are no strangers to freezing people, hiding bodies, staging deaths, and using advanced medicine to suspend life. What if Victor had ordered someone to abduct Britt and stage her death, and now with Victor gone, someone loyal to him, maybe keeping her alive in secrecy, waiting for the right moment to reveal her as a pawn in a grander game? General Hospital has also made a habit of resurrecting fan favorites in wild and twisted ways, with characters like Jason Morgan, Nicholas Casadine, Drew Kane, and even Holly Sutton all returning from presumed death. It's not a stretch to believe Britt could be the next to shock fans by walking through the hospital doors as if nothing happened. The narrative possibilities would be endless, especially considering the vacuum her absence left in both the hospital staff and her romantic connections. Kelly Thibault herself hasn't ruled out a return in various interviews. While she departed GH to pursue other opportunities, she's remained in close contact with the cast and crew, and recently posted a cryptic message on Instagram suggesting that she missed Port Charles and would never say never to a good story. Fans immediately lit up with speculation, especially since General Hospital has recently been teasing major shakeups at the hospital, with several doctors leaving town or falling into scandal. There's a vacancy now for a strong, capable female lead in the medical world, and Britt fits that mold perfectly. If she returns, she could take over a key role at General Hospital, which would instantly create tension, especially with people like Elizabeth Weber and Terry Randolph, who have been managing in her absence. The shockwaves wouldn't stop at the hospital. Britt's love life could ignite fresh drama, especially if Jason Morgan, who is back in town, finds out the woman he lost was never truly gone. Their connection was intense and emotional, and Jason has barely begun to explore new love interests since his return. What would happen if he finds himself torn between past love and his current path? Jocelyn Jacks could also be pulled into this storyline, considering her deep bond with Britt. After the Hook attacks, Britt protected Joss and was gravely injured during the chaos. This could lead Joss to feel betrayed or even responsible. If she learns Britt is alive and kept it from her for her own safety. As for Maxie Jones, her reaction to Britt's resurrection would be one of pure emotional overload. The two women had developed a true friendship after years of clashing, and Maxie has been struggling with grief and self-doubt ever since losing Nathan and later losing Britt. A return could re-energize Maxie's storyline and possibly even involve her in helping Britt reclaim her life or face off against those who betrayed her. There's also the question of who knows and who helped pull off such an elaborate deception. If Britt's death was staged, someone on the inside had to help. Was Austin involved? Were Victor's loyalists using hospital staff or WSB connections to manipulate her medical files? Or did someone from Britt's past, a hidden ally or former lover, step up to protect her by faking her death? General Hospital could go even darker by revealing that Britt was abducted and held in a Casadine facility in Europe, forced into silence, and recently escaped, or was rescued. This would give her return real weight and emotional fallout, especially if she's suffering trauma from the ordeal. It would allow the show to explore mental health recovery, PTSD, and identity in a way that resonates with viewers and allows Kelly Thibault to dive into rich dramatic material. The Casadine legacy continues to fuel some of the most twisted and mysterious stories in GH history. and Britt's DNA as the daughter of Liesl Obrecht and Cesar Faison gives her roots in two of the most villainous and brilliant GH bloodlines. That means her resurrection wouldn't just be emotional fan service. It would be strategic narrative gold. She's tied to every major family from the Westbournes to the Cassadines to the Hospital Elite. If she returns, GH could even explore an even darker twist. What if Britt isn't quite the same? What if her captivity or disappearance included brainwashing or memory manipulation that makes her a threat instead of a hero? Imagine the emotional complexity if Britt returns, but no longer remembers her allies, or even worse, if she's unknowingly carrying out a plan set in motion by Victor's final directive, or her father Faison's secret contingency. Britt could become the very danger the town has to stop, while her loved ones try to bring her back. The possibility of Britt's resurrection also offers endless opportunities for confrontations with characters like Nina Reeves, who has been dealing with grief isolation and regrets. Britt's return could push Nina into either a redemption arc or a breakdown depending on how the news is handled, not to mention Britt's impact on characters like Willow and Carly, both of whom have taken on more maternal and leadership roles in her absence. What happens when Britt returns and reclaims her position in both medicine and social circles? Does she forgive or fight? Does she pick up where she left off? Or does she carve out a whole new path? The writers could even use her return to tie up old loose ends, especially the mysterious disappearance of certain files from the WSB, or even old evidence about Peter August's schemes. Britt may have been gone, but what if she's been working secretly against the Cassadine network, while in hiding collecting evidence that could now bring down their remaining allies? Her return could be the key to stopping a growing threat that no one saw coming. And if GH truly wants to lean into the soap opera tradition of explosive returns, they could even tie Britt's reappearance to a major milestone episode like Sweeps Week or the show's anniversary. Imagine the scene: the hospital in chaos, a major medical emergency, and suddenly Britt Westbourne steps through the elevator doors, ready to save a life or confront the truth. The emotional payoff would be massive, the ripple effect unstoppable, and the fan reaction would be nothing short of electric. For now, GH has yet to confirm any official return, but the signs are there. The fan demand is high. Kelly Thibaud remains open. The show has a history of jaw-dropping twists, and Britt's death always felt like a door left half open, not slammed shut. Britt Westbourne's resurrection could not only make sense, but change everything in Port Charles. And if the rumors are true, and GH is planning her return, audiences better brace themselves, because when Britt comes back, it won't be quiet, it'll be legendary. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our YouTube channel for more update news.